special teams this year.
I knew you would.
I know. Start with the kicking game. How much can you really evaluate when the place kicker who we think is going to be the #1 guy isn't participating, and then punter, you'll obviously have some more guys. How much do you evaluate?
Well, the emphasis in the spring, one, we want the guys whose foot hit the ball to do better, and they are. But when you look at what we did last year, yeah, we didn't punt the ball very well, we didn't kick the ball very well, but we didn't cover very well either. So we have kind of put the thing in reverse, backed it up, and we're doing an incredible amount of work, time, reps, however you want to count it, in the fundamentals of coverage. And it's from footwork, it's from where you place your hands, it's how you release, how you gain an advantage in coverage. If you can't gain the advantage, what's your counter move? Most of the time you have a special team period. It'll be like 5 minutes for each phase. We're up to 8 minutes and we're doing 2 phases a day, which is about 3 times what the normal rate is.
Is that an area where the recruits can play a lot? If they come in, where they can make a splash?
Well, yeah, I mean, for us, anybody can play. It's not like you have to be here 2 years or 3 years. No, yeah, they can have an immediate impact. I hope some of them do. It'll be interesting to see how fast they can adjust to the college game and help.
What did you think of the scrimmage today?
You're going to think I'm making this. I don't make a comment on what happened on there until I see it. When I'm standing here at field level and I'm looking out there, it's just a mass of humanity. So the thing that continues to impress on both sides of the ball, in my opinion, is our effort. We're flying around, we're running to the football, we're trying to finish things, and I firmly believe this. As long as the effort continues to stay where it's at, we'll find a way to get better.
When you do turn on the film later, what are you hoping you saw from the tight ends?
I'm hoping I saw them finish their blocks. A week ago we were getting where we belonged. We weren't necessarily finishing. We caught a couple balls, but we dropped one again. And I'm also looking for the speed at which they play.
Obviously, Miles Nash made the big move. There's obviously a need with tight end depth, but what about him? What made him the right guy specifically?
I don't think there was anything that in particular. Body type, athleticism. Has not played a lot in his career here, so what a great opportunity to become a player and get on the field some more. And he's done a nice job. I have no reservations. He's getting better each day. It's a little bit foreign to him, having been on defense for so long, but he's been a pleasant addition to the room.
What have you seen out of Nakia so far this spring?
An enormous amount of maturity. He's grown up so much in the last year. He's physically bigger, he's physically stronger, but he's much more emotionally and mentally involved in the game. It's become very important to him to be successful as a college football player, where I think when we first got here, he was a young guy and he was just trying to find his way, and I believe now it's important for him to become a good college football player.
And how is Jerome in his recovery? Do you expect him
Jerome
back?
is really ahead of schedule. Obviously with his shoulder, you're I don't know the right answer. You're very conscientious. You can't hurry that because you don't want to damage it again. Then it's a forever deal. But he's allowed to punch bags a little bit now, and he's progressing. We do let him do some things where he catches the ball, but he can't go in there full speed and block anybody yet. But he's progressing well.
How do you see the H-back position working? Fullback, tight end?
He could be anywhere. It could be the second tight end, it could be a wing, it could be the fullback. That second, whatever you want to call him, fullback, H-back, whatever, he can be a multitude of places. And we're working to where it's just that. It's interchangeable. He may look out there one time and say, it looks like a fullback to me. You're right. The next time I say, it looks like a wing to me. You're right. It looks like a slot to me. You're right. He'll be be able to line in a multitude of places.
Obviously, he joined a little late, but Raison Gross, what can he give you there? A guy who's played that fullback position before.
Well, I think he's going to help us. It's just he's got to get back into his football legs back and his football. I don't want to say mentality because he's a hard-working dude and he's a tough guy. But when you've been away from the game for a while, it takes a while to reacclimate yourself to it.
Yeah. Last year you said with special teams a lot of mental mistakes. Have there been fewer mental busts so far in the spring, or how's that?
Well, to be very frank with you, in the spring we've been working on fundamentals. We haven't done a lot of scheme things because until we get as good as we get fundamentally, the scheme's not going to matter. So right now, in place of using schemes, we're teaching fundamental skill sets to cover kicks, fundamental skill sets to protect kicks, and how you cover, how you net the returner. And that's what we're interested in now. We'll get the scheme over the summer when we break down opponent film, but right now we need to become better individual players fundamentally.
Same kind of thing asked with Miles Nash, Max Anthony switching sides of the line of scrimmage. What made him a good fit for what you're looking for out of that H-back?
Again, I think it's an opportunity to play. You know, we've added a guy on the offense. It's a position that we didn't necessarily play with a year ago. His skill set and the position requirements, they match up. He's been a wonderful addition.
Cintron, how has he improved?
I think his placement's much better, his accuracy. He's been a little inconsistent with his hang time, but he's putting the ball where we need the ball put to follow in the coverage thing, and we want the ball put a certain place so we all know where it's going before he hits it. He's doing that much more effectively this spring.
We haven't been able to talk to you since signing day. Travis Vokolek, Ryan Anderson, what do you like about bringing those two guys in?
Ryan is a veteran. You know, you're not going to shake him. He's a fifth-year kid. I think what makes Ryan special, he also played wide receiver. Okay, now he's not going to do that here, but for lack of a better term, you're getting a grown man to come in and compete for a job with Cintron. Now you got the best of both worlds. You got some legitimate competition. Talked to Vokolek last night. Vokolek's a guy who is a late bloomer. You know, he didn't get to his height and weight until between his junior and senior year. And he told me last night, he said, you know, Coach, I'm benching X amount, this amount of times. And I said, how many times? It's the first time he ever gone a full off-season of weightlifting. So his upside is huge.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys.